My name is Lawrence Sito from Palm Ridge, Johannesburg, South Africa. Anyone who's suddenly come across this information is rendered very lucky by the heavens. You can. Many people tend to be ignorant when fortune knocks on their doors. I understand that maybe you've suffered for a long time. Tried all that there is, but to no avail. See, to be honest with life, but not with you, is that everything is seasonal, is the scariest truth being ignored today. Rich South Africans have joined DuPont. Still looking for a job? How old are you? How much will be your pension fund? Is it going to be enough for you and your family when you're older? I don't guess, but research shows that 99.9% of the human population are paying funeral policies in order to bury their loved ones with respect. It doesn't really complement sense for people to enjoy a 1 million rand policy after your death. Well, let me dive deeper into it. I have attached videos below for you to understand, and just under that video, click the link and join. I promise you, you will never regret it. Many South Africans are no more working and are enjoying riches lavishly. So if you tend to be ignorant with your life, then the saddest truth is that you and your children will suffer because of you being ignorant. Join and start making money. Click the link below after watching the videos. I wish you and your family the best, a wealthy, healthier lifestyle. May God bless you on your journey to riches. DuPont is the future of the third world.
Nearly 700,000 matriculants coming out of matric every year, and we've got almost the same number in the decrease in the size of traditional jobs. So just forget about traditional jobs. It's not going to happen in Africa. It's certainly not going to happen in South Africa. We've got to become self-employed, and that's what we built. If we exclude government employment, there's only 7 million people in South Africa that have jobs. There are 65 million South Africans. Just under 10% are employed outside of government. We now, hands down, have the biggest government in the world based on payroll per head. So the amount of money that South African government employees earns is more than any other country on earth per capita. Who pays that salary bill? They're not paying it. As a government employee, you don't create income. I don't know if you know this. You are only an expense. You don't produce anything for the country. You just produce expense. So who's paying for that expense? Well, the bad news, ladies and gentlemen, is it's you and me. We are not going to be rescued by traditional jobs. Those of you who are fortunate enough to have a regular job know that it's just making you poor. Anybody here getting rich off of their jobs? No.
If you go speak to any wealthy person, I'm not talking about someone earning a big salary, they're not wealthy. Because when they get retrenched next month, the kids come out the private school, the cars get sold, they move back in with their mom. I'm talking about wealthy individuals who have figured out to create income through assets. Traditionally, how people have done that is they've had money and they've been able to buy those assets. We don't have the millions to go buy an asset. But what DuPont's afforded you is the opportunity to build an asset for yourself here at DuPont. And so when you start out in this business, you're going to be trading your time, not for income, but for the ability to build an asset for yourself. And the asset is what pays you. What is the beauty of that? It means that if you're unable to work, your income doesn't stop.
We need to find worth in ourselves. We need to believe that with a system this simple, you don't need a special education to do it. You don't need special experience or special personality. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to know lots of people. You can all do it. You've got to believe that you have value first. When you believe you have value, you won't quit. Why is it that we keep finding ourselves in the position where we don't earn enough to make a decent living, and where we're living constantly in the fear of what happens when we get to the point one day where we can't earn any income anymore? And as far as we can tell, there's really 3 reasons why we keep finding ourselves in this position. The first one is because of the state of our economy. We're living in a country with an economy that's actually shrinking every single year. Second reason is because of inflation. Inflation is driving costs up at an incredible rate in South Africa, and yet our earnings are not matching that speed. And then, of course, the third reason, and probably the most important one, is that we have no control over what we earn and how we earn our income in South Africa. You know, the South African state is so bad that we've had to bridge this gap between what we earn and what we need to just have a decent standard of living in South Africa by using debt. And in South Africa, we use debt in every conceivable way. We use it to buy clothes, cars, houses, even food. And what it does, and what it has done for all of us in South Africa, is it started poisoning our personal economy right now, and most importantly, into the long-term future. It's something we never get rid of in South Africa. The Dew Point system was designed in the 21st century by South Africans for South Africans. It is available to you 24 hours a day online via our website, smartphone app, and our live streams. It does not require you to purchase or store or transport any stock. It doesn't require you to market or present or sell any aspect of Dew Point. It is designed, however, to give you control again over your earnings. The Dew Point system is designed to put steady and recurring income back in your hands through one simple task, the task of you connecting people to Dew Point. It is designed to close and even surpass the gap between your earnings and your cost of living, putting real wealth generation potential back in your hands. If you want to find out more, talk to the person who sent you this video or go to www.dewpoint.net.